started when we were heading to New York. When we were driving there on the highway, you can basically see like the skyline, and it was so exciting for me just seeing New York, seeing the taxis. So the taxis there have this thing on top that people use to earn extra money by advertising, and also the school buses. So the school buses are really like they are in the movies, so that was exciting for me to see, like, oh my god, a school bus. And actually most kids um go on those school buses, so it's a thing, like it's a real school bus, you know. So that was cool. And just driving to actually enter into Manhattan, you go through a tunnel. So we drove under the water in this tunnel, and then we were in the city. Oh my goodness, just being on Times Square, driving towards our hotel. We were at the Marriott Hotel. What a fancy hotel, like wow, so fancy. They have like lifts, almost 12 lifts for the entire hotel. It looks so futuristic. And at the hotel you have this awesome view of the city, so that was also nice, especially at night. You could just look at the city. It was beautiful. And then we went to Times Square. So I went to Times Square for the first time, seeing the lights. I was like a little girl. I was so excited. I took so many pictures. Honestly, on this trip I took so many pictures, and they were all with my friend's phone, because he's got a nicer phone than me. So he was like using all his phone memory. But that was nice. And then we were in Times Square, and just so cool. I saw Batman. You guys know I love Batman. Oh my god, Batman was there. I was blushing. And he said something to me. He was like, "Lady, you look so good." And I was wearing like this. Actually, it was a bit too much for New York, but I don't care. I am too much. Who cares? I just love being feminine, so I didn't care. So I just wanted to look good. And Batman gave me a compliment. Batman was there. Also, this other huge ass gorilla, King Kong. And Mickey Mouse, and you know, you see all these characters, you see people dancing in Times Square. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. You just feel that hope, like people are there to fulfill their dream. I literally wanted to try all the American diners, so I asked if we could go to the Red Lobster. So we had like Red Lobster. It was my first time actually trying out a lobster. No, second time, because I had a lobster cake before, and it tasted really good. It tasted really good. And we went around, walked around, and then we walked towards like the area with all the restaurants. We were like looking for a restaurant to eat later. And then we found this cool restaurant that has like dinner and jazz in that street. It was so nice. I took some photos there. And yeah, we just walked. It was just such a nice day. Screens everywhere. And what was so cool is that I saw Tyler. She's South African. So I actually made a picture, and she's there, and like just being a South African in Times Square and having a South African artist displayed there was just so awesome. Yeah. And then in New York, we basically went to, okay, so we went to dinner that day. We went to this jazz and dinner place. It was really nice. And then afterwards we went for drinks at 1254. Like this rooftop bar on the 54th floor. So New York has so many buildings with like really a lot of floors. They go really high up, okay? So we went there for drinks, and it was so cool. It was so cool. And the next day, we went to Fifth Avenue to do some shopping. I went to Saks. Guys, if you go to Saks, you just realize how broke you are. Like, there were tops there, dresses that are like $2,000, $4,000 for a flippin' dress, like for a flippin' top. Wow. Okay. Like, I would like, no matter how rich I am, I don't think I would spend that much on a dress. I don't know. I just have this thing of coming from a village and respecting money. Like, as much as I love like designer clothing, I don't really want to spend that much on clothes. I always want to try keep it cheap. I don't know if it makes sense. Spend that amount of money. Maybe when I'm a billionaire. But honestly, it doesn't make sense. And I would feel bad to let another person spend that amount of money on me. Like, I don't mind like a designer bag if I get like a Dior bag that's like $4,000, you know. But at the same time, like, if I have a Dior bag that's $4,000, I want to have like a BMW, or like I want to have my Tesla, you know. I want to have things priorities straight. Like, I want a car. Once I have that car, then I want like super expensive designer stuff and have my own house. It doesn't make sense for me right now to be carrying like a designer bag while I'm still renting an apartment. Like, it's like you are doing things backwards. Rather give me the money, I will save it, and I can invest it, multiply my money. Do you get what I mean? So for me, I'm actually not at that level yet to feel comfortable with spending that amount of money. Yeah, on like materialistic things, right? I would rather have that amount in my bank, like 4,000 euros in my bank. Yes, thank you very much, but not like 4,000 euro bag while I have less than 4,000 euros in my bank. I don't know if it makes sense, but yeah. So it was nice, but I got some makeup from Saks, so that was nice. And after that, we went to Summit One. So Summit One is so cool. It's actually this tall building, and when you get there, there are like cool like art installation. They have a mirror on the floor that reflects as if when you look down, you see nothing but like, it's like you're gonna fall. So that was scary for me because I'm scared of heights. So, oh my goodness. We entered, there was a super long line, and they give you like things to cover your shoes, and then they scan your face, they take a picture of you guys together, or if you're alone, they take a picture of you. And then yeah, we went up. We went in the lift, and then it just goes up in 4 seconds. It goes up 93 floors. 93 floors. It goes up 93 floors in the sky in 4 seconds. I don't know how that happens, but next thing I know, I'm up there. And next thing I know, I'm walking on glass. Honestly, you're walking on glass and you're surrounded by glass. Like, that was so scary. So I didn't want to look down, but I wanted the pictures. And I was there like, oh, I want this photo. I made so many pictures per guy. I feel sorry for this. I feel sorry for my friend. Honestly, the way I was making him take photos of me, it's crazy. But I'm traveling. I mean, I'm a tourist, so I really like taking photos. What can I do? I need to capture this while this face is still looking like this, right? Anyways, when you reach the 93rd floor, you can see all the buildings from up there. You're like in the sky almost. And some buildings, you can see the top of the building. That's how high up we were. It was such a beautiful, beautiful view. We even had drinks there and just looked outside. And I don't know, I was a bit nervous because I was like so high up and I'm scared of heights. At the same time, I was excited. So just that whole experience was like overwhelming. I was overwhelmed. I was emotionally overwhelmed after that. So then after that we left and we actually went to Brooklyn because I wanted to see the Brooklyn Bridge and just see how that is. So there is this location there called the Lookout. So you can actually stand there and see the Brooklyn Bridge. It's such a beautiful view of the city. It's really amazing. So we went there and yeah, it was just a nice touch to the end of sightseeing in New York. For me, that was enough for the first trip.
Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss part 3 in New York City.